The first equation is square root of x minus 1 plus 13 equals to 13. So at first we're going to subtract 13 from both sides, so get square root of x minus 1 equals to 0. And now we can square both sides, and we get x minus 1 equals to 0. And now we add 1 to both sides and get x equals 1. So the next inequality is 6 times absolute value of x is greater than 18. So we replace the inequality symbol with equal sign. So we have the equation, and now we divide both sides by 6, and we get that absolute value of x is 3. And now we're gonna find the boundary points, and since the right side is positive, then there are two solutions. That's x equals to -3 and x equals to 3. Hence the number line will be divided into 3 regions. So the first region is x is less than -3, and for each region we're gonna assign a test point. If the test point satisfies the inequality, the region it belongs to is a solution. So our first test point is x equals to -4, so we substitute x equals -4, and we get that 6 times absolute value of -4 is greater than 18, and we get that 24 is greater than 18, so that's right. So that's gonna be our solution, first solution. The next region is x is greater than -3 and less than 3. So the test point is x equals to 0, and we get that 0 is not greater than 18. And the last region is x is greater than 3, and our test point is x equals to 4, and we get that 24 is greater than 18. So the solution of the inequality is x is less than -3 and x is greater than 3. So the next is inequality C, which is absolute value of 3x minus 2 is less or equal to. So we replace inequality sign with equal sign. And since the right side is positive, then there are two solutions. The first is 3x minus 2 equals to -2, and 3x minus 2 equals to 2. So here we get 3x equals to 0 and x equals to 0. And here 3x equals to 4 and x equals to 4 over 3. So the boundary points are x equals to 0 and x equals to 4 over 3. Hence, the number line will be divided into 3 regions. The first is x is less than or equals 0. So the test point is -1, so we substitute -1 and get 3 times -1 minus 2 is less or equals 2, and we get that 5 is not less than 2. The next region is x is greater than 0 and less than 4 over 3. So the test point is x equals to 1, and we have that 3 times 1 and minus 2 is less than 2, and we get that 1 is less than 2, so that's our solution. And the last region is x is greater than 4 over 3. The test point is x equals 2, and I get the absolute value of 3 times 2 minus 2 is less or equals 2, and we have that 4 is not less than 2. So the solution of the inequality is x is greater than 0 and less than 4 over 3. The next is equation 4/5. 4/5 minus 2x over 3 equals to 3/10. So we multiply both sides by least common denominator, which is 30. So 4/5 minus 2x over 3 times 30 equals to 3/10 times 30. So we simplify that and we get 24 minus 10x equals to 9. Now we subtract 24 from both sides and we get negative 10x equals to negative 15. And we divide both sides of the equation by negative 10 and we get that x equals to 1.5. Now we have inequality 4x minus 2 squared less or equal 100. So we replace the inequality sign with equal sign. And now we take the square root of both sides and get 4x minus 2 equals to plus or minus 10. And now we add 2 to both sides and we get 4x equals to 2 plus or minus 10. And now we divide both sides by 4 and we get 2 plus or minus 10 and over 4. Therefore, x equals to negative 2 and x equals to 3. So their boundary points are x equals to negative 2 and x equals to 3. So the first region is x is less or equals negative 2. The test point is x equals to negative 3. So we substitute and we get 4 times negative 3 minus 2 squared is less than 100, and we get that 196 is not less than 100. So the next region is x greater than negative 2 and less than 3. So the test point is x equals 0, and we have x times 0 minus 2 squared is less or equals 100, and we get that 4 is less than 100. And the last region is x is greater than 3. Our test point is x equals 4, and we get 4 times 4 minus 2 and it's all squared is less than 100. So we get 196 is not less than 100. So the solution of the inequality is x is greater than negative 2 and less than 3. And the last equation is x minus 1 cubed equals to 8. So we rewrite 8 as 2 cubed, and now we take the cube root of both sides and we get x minus 1 equals to 2, and now we just add 1 to both sides and we get that x equals 3.